Hello, good whatever, afternoon, morning, whatever you're watching this. My name is Ian, and this is the Eurovision prediction for the year 2017. God, yes. A few days from now, it's going to be the start of the Eurovision Song Contest, and I am, for one, delighted that it's going to be over. Now, before we go to the main event next Saturday, preempting Doctor Who, um, we have to go to the semifinals. So there are two semifinals, the first semifinal and the second semifinal. And we are now going to predict which are the ones who's going to be sure qualifying, sure not qualifying, and not so sure qualifying. So here's how I'm going to do it. So we have all the lists of the country in the order that they're going to perform as dictated by the producers and EPU. And we're either going to put an X for non-qualification, a caution sign for qualification, or the opposite, number 3, or a check sign, meaning that they're going to the final. So first, I'm going to give you my sures. So surely, I am going to predict that Sweden will qualify. Same standard song. It's Sweden. They do what they want. I don't know. They might. They may not. It's going to be a shock if they did not qualify. I'm also going to be a sure on Latvia, because I think even though this semifinal I think is very bland. Those two songs are the only ones that hold it. Also holding it, in my opinion, is Moldova. I think they will qualify. I think it's a fun song. It's kitsch. I don't know. It's very Eurovish. But it is in the precipice of Eurovish that it has a chance to be acknowledged, to be seen by everyone. That's what I'm hoping it would. Also, in the sure qualification, I think it's Finland. It's a very nice song, to be honest with you. UMK, for the past 2 years, has not producing a good song, and I think they went back to their roots since the 2 years that they haven't qualified. I think they went back and they tried to still have the kitsch song, but they went into what they do, and I think this is a nice song. It's a ballad, even though there are a lot of ballads here. But it is a very understated ballad. It's very noir, very, detective, Swedish detective, the bridge, the something girl with a dragon tattoo kind of thing, that I think it has that effect to be qualified. And also, because the running order, it comes after Montenegro, which is a really trashy song, and I think it's a palate cleanser, and people will remember it for that. Now, going on to my sure qualifiers. These are qualifiers. I'm saying that they're going to qualify, but I think they might not qualify. So, for those, my sure qualifiers would be Armenia, even though I get the staging and I get what they're doing, very ethnic, very traditional, well, very tribal. I still think that it is a weird song, and I don't know if people will cling on to it, because if it's a weird song, or people will not cling on to it because of the weirdness. The hand gesture thing feels very Beyonce, and someone has said to me that Eurovision is like doing a Beyonce. Either you do a ballad or you do a Beyonce. So I think this is very Beyonce. That you can put it a short qualifier. It's a very Beyonce song, so I don't know if people would latch onto it. That's my worry for Armenia. Also, in the not so sure, it's Portugal. Now with Portugal, um, I think that people in the press think that this is going to qualify. My understanding is I think that it's too dated that the juries will not give it points and the televote won't give them points. There is that story that Portugal, um, Sobral is being proxied by her sister right now for the rehearsal staging. Um, rehearsal staging, so yeah, for the rehearsal staging. Um, the problem I think with the song, I think, is that people will not care about the story that it's not here, it's not in Kiev right now. I think that I think it might qualify because of the songs right now, but I don't know if it's a sure qualification. It might be going for the last envelope. Anyways, from there we go to the neighbor, Azerbaijan. Really, I don't know. The staging, the song's great, fundamentals are good. My problem is with the staging. It's a bit too Rocky Horror Show with a horse head, and you have that uh, that um, that A-frame ladder, and you have chalkboard things. It's too weird for me. Again, going back to Armenia, it might be too kitsch or too Eurovish that it might not qualify. That is my worry for this song. Um, but with diaspora and all of that jazz, I think that Azerbaijan would qualify. Another one of those meh, I think it might, but I know it will, is Greece. Oh god, this is the kitchen sink. But for me, I think Greece will qualify if it's a good song or a bad song. The only problem with last year is a really bad song. I'm sorry. And no one really clinged onto it with Greece. But right now, it's a very tepid song. You might agree on that. With a very over-the-top staging. But going to past history and going to the diaspora, my suggestion is I think Greece will qualify just because it's Greece. That's my thing. Another one of it is the neighbor. My sure qualification. Sure, not sure. So it's Poland. I think it's very simple staging. It's very man, violin. I think with diaspora, with how we vote right now, I think it is going to qualify, even though some people might not like it. I think the juries will commend Kasia Mosh for her vocals. I think the televote will latch onto it, even though I think it will go right hand side of the scoreboard when it comes to the final, or it might do a last year where the televote saves it and puts it in number 4, which is number 4, I forgot. But never underestimate the power of the diaspora or people who live from other countries. Anyways, now having this 4, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now there are 9 people. There's only one spot left. Before I give I'm not so sure. It may not qualify countries. I am gonna give to you the rundown for my. Sorry, try again. Kind of countries. Let's start with the obvious. I think Slovenia will not qualify. The staging, the whole, encounter of the third kind, space shifting. I think it's a bloody spaceship that goes out, and they forgot to, taking back to the Stockholm planet kind of staging is a bit overdone. The song, it's so boring. So I think Slovenia will not qualify for this. Better luck next time. We'll bring up Maria. Yeah, Maria. Bring them back. Anyways, also not qualifying, Czech Republic. Again, past history. It's not their song, I think. I think right now it's very tepid. The song is not like last year when, it was more powerful and more impactful than they gave us right now. So I think Czech Republic should go back to the drawing board, find something new. On the flip side, though, my third non-qualifier would be Montenegro. I have to think with my hard head rather than my heart, and I think that Montenegro, even though I like the song and I love Slavko with his helicopter, it's not gonna make it to the final. Sorry. I think it is going to be a non-qualifier for me. Good luck. I think Slavko is a great performer, but I don't think he's a great singer. I would want to see another song of him on YouTube that goes viral and goes through the motions. I think he has the power to make it to be the new pineapple apple pen. So I think he should find a good song. It's not a competition song. I like the song, but it's not a competition song. Okay, so that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I'm gonna explain something before I give to you which are still two non-qualifying for me. And I think I'm gonna give you this. It's going to be Albania and Georgia. I think it's too meh of a song. It's too woman ballad singing. That's a thing. That's a trope. I think their song is a bit too bland. And coming before Sweden, and then ballad, Belgium, that's meh, and then Montenegro with the whole crazy. I think they're gonna be in the memory hole. Now, with regards to that, Australia. This is my problem country for now. With Isaiah's staging right now, I think it may be a qualifier. But I have a theory here. My theory is because he is sandwiched between Georgia and Albania, he's gonna be forgotten. Really badly forgotten by the audience and by the jury. Well, maybe not by the jury, but I think he's gonna be the forgotten. So my prediction is going to be a stupid one, I might add, but I think it is right. I think it is on the precipice of a non-qualification. Yes, I know. Even though, look, let me give you my bias. I don't like Australia principally in the Eurovision, but I always see in hindsight that all their songs were competition ready. My problem is with Isaiah is the song is not connecting. I think when he looks at the camera with the lazy Susan, with all the jangly things, it is rather overcooked. It's rather, the word is too much. Because he's doing stuff, he needs to walk, needs to do this, needs to do that. If it was a simple staging, stand there, mic, couple of bands, BBC staging for, standard bog, I think it might work and it might qualify, but right now I'm seeing this as a non-qualifier. And yeah, that's a long rant for Australia. Now, for the remaining Songs. So it is going to be Belgium, Iceland, and Cyprus. Now these are. Well, okay. Let me revert it back. I'm gonna include Australia because I think it is at the precipice of not qualifying, but it has a small chance of qualifying. So Belgium, great song. Really, the staging is okay, but the singer is not ready. I know, poor her. I think, but I reviewed this last time, and I think the song is too monotone, and I don't know if she can hold it, and she didn't. Um, it depends if in the jury final. If the jury final she's nervous, she's not gonna qualify. If in the if in the jury final she's okay, she can hold it, it might have a chance of qualifying. And then we have Iceland with Sava and her Wonder Woman outfit, superhero thing with the boobies. Um, she may qualify. I don't like the song because I have biases. Because I think Daddy should have won. This love. Anyways, where was I? Iceland. For Iceland, I think it may or may not qualify. It depends on how well the audience perceives it rather than how the jury would perceive it, because I think she gets locked in jury points. I am more concerned with the jury, the audience, the public. And lastly, Cyprus. For me, right now, Cyprus, again, it is in the precipice. I think for Cyprus, it needs to handle all. I haven't seen the staging properly because you only get 30 minutes and I'm not there. 30 seconds. 30 seconds of staging and I'm not there. I think this has a chance to qualify, but he needs to stick with all the choreography that he has. Okay? So that is semifinal 1. Ha! So animated. Um, so there you go, semifinal 1. Now, what we're going to do for on Thursday in the morning for me, Wednesday in the morning, whatever you midnight, we are gonna do a prediction show live or not. It depends on my stream or my internet connection. But we are going to do an after show and see which of the predictions I got right, which of the predictions I got wrong. So before that, don't forget to subscribe there, there, wherever. Don't forget to use your hashtag everywhere, ESCPH. My name's Ian, and I will see you. Goodbye.